Hey guys, Caleb Thornton here, back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at some more keycaps today. These ones are from G.SKILL, and they're called their Crystal Crown Keycaps. The main difference between these and a normal pudding keycap is these have that polycarbonate side housing, just making a more clear or translucent side. Definitely makes a more unique look and can definitely bring something fresh to your keyboard. For packaging, they took the same approach as HyperX, and inside that box, you're going to find 3 different vacuum sealed packages, which is going to keep all your keycaps nicely organized and also no worries of them actually being damaged or scraping up against each other during that shipping process. This is a complete keycap set, so you're gonna get 104 keycaps included overall, along with a little plastic keycap puller that's included in that shrink wrap, vacuum sealed with the keys themselves. I was looking on the website or on Amazon or in the box. It doesn't state specifically what profile the keycaps are actually set in themselves, but after looking at them and just comparing them with other keycap sets I do already have, they seem to be set in just an OEM profile, just like all the other pudding keycap sets we've taken a look at. Unfortunately, with these though, unlike the other pudding keycap sets we've taken a look at, these are not a double shot PBT. They are just using a standard ABS plastic on the top part, and then around that bottom housing again is a polycarbonate, which gives you that super clear translucent housing. So ABS gonna wear down a bit quicker than that double shot PBT, maybe give you some more shininess as well. And if you know the difference between feel of the more kind of smooth feeling ABS versus a more gritty textured PBT, you might like it, you might not. There is a difference there. Obviously, it's not going to wear down until months down the road, but something that might affect your decision. After popping them all on the board and just looking at them from a purely aesthetic standpoint, they definitely do bring something more unique and fresh than your standard, more traditional pudding keycap. They do have a line around the edge of each key individually, which is kind of a cool thing. It makes it pop out more on the top of the keycap itself, and the font overall really clean. It's not like, you know, big or aggressive or super gamery, so still kind of that minimalistic, more clean looking font, and also no like branding slapped on like HyperX does in the middle of their spacebar. So gonna keep that more low key and not have some brand sticking out like a sore thumb on the front of your keyboard. So definitely something more unique. One of the first things I'm noticing with them is you're really gonna see your switch and anything under that keycap super easily with that polycarbonate housing being very clear. You can just see straight through it. With these ones, I have blue switches on this keyboard, which is gonna be a review on this soon, and you can clearly see that. So depending on what your switch color is, that might, like, you know, if you have your RG maybe set to red and you have blue underneath, it might make it look not the best. So maybe depending on your switch type and what you have underneath your keycap might be a deciding factor too, because with the more traditional like standard pudding keycap, you know, you have that frosted housing, which still kind of hides things under, but allows the RGB to shine through. With this, you can see everything under and get the RGB shine through. So, you know, differences there. You might like one over the other. I just want to point it out to you guys. And I had to say, like, when I first got these out, I wasn't expecting them to be nearly as impressive as looking when the RGB was shining through it, maybe in comparison to that more standard like frosted housing on the pudding keycap, but I was super surprised with it. The one thing I could say is just like the best way I can describe it is you get like the raw light of the LED versus having it kind of washed out through that translucent or frosted housing. With this, you get like the complete color of it, so it not only adds more vibrance to it, but it really allows you to be able to see it brighter just because it's not getting diffused so much by that frosted housing. Really cool look, and I think I like it better than the other pudding keycaps. Just allows more light to get through, and it creates a cool look on top as well because it is shine through on those legends. If you're looking at these for an option to purchase, you can pick them up for just around $20. That maybe fluctuates a little bit as deals go on or off on Amazon. I'll have that linked in the description down below if you guys want to check that out as well, whatever the updated pricing might be. And if you're someone who's maybe considering these, maybe you're putting them against something else like the HyperX ones, the HK Gaming ones, there's obviously a pretty substantial difference here in just looks and also plastic materials. On these ones, you're going to have the ABS top housing on the keycap and the polycarbonate side housing, which is very much so like way clearer than the normal frosted housing we see on the other pudding keycaps. So a big difference in looks here, and a lot of that's just going to come down to personal preference. I actually was really skeptical about like how much I thought I was going to like these, but I turned out to be really happy with them. I think the RGB shining through there, very vibrant, comes through very raw. The LED itself, the only big thing I would say is if you have something below your keyboard or below the keycap you just don't want to see, this does not help block it out at all. So you can really easily see everything underneath. Besides that though, really good quality, and for $20, I can't see any reason not to recommend it. It definitely brings something more unique than your traditional pudding keycap. Thank you guys very much for watching the video. If you did find it helpful or informative, please hit that like button for me, and do consider subscribing for more content just like this coming up in the very near future. But I'll see you guys in the next video. you.